Serious question. Does everything have to be violins and fireworks and drama all the time? Cassie Stroud's new book, or debut book, Iluka, comes to us from HarperCollins, is one of those books which I really appreciated for its kind of contained writing, and its quiet plot, not really, but it's definitely a book that has the measure of itself. It's a three-generational drama where we have three siblings who come back to their beach house owned by their grandparents on the New South Wales southern coast, and they're both grandparents are now dead, and they are going, trying to clear out that horrible moment where we're trying to clear out the house, and we're, sort of in the process of deciding things and finding things. And we as a reader see how these three siblings, Helen, who's come with her daughter Tig, who's filming just about everything for a film course at uni, and we've got Sylvie, who's that very different, sort of more free spirit sister, and then the younger brother Brenton, and they're all at this house with their angst and their differences and their tensions and their who loved who most and more, and what do they all feel about each other and each other's relationships, etc. The novel really takes off when they come across some letters that were written to them from the mother that they had believed to be dead, Margaret, aka Marguerite, and they had been told by their grandparents that their mother was dead. And everything they thought they knew about the world changes at this moment. The questions that are asked are, why did the grandparents tell them this fiction? What were the circumstances that would have led anybody to do that? And who was their mother? And what do they want to do about this? And does each sibling, or now, daughter or son of this missing Marguerite, but can they find her? And what do they feel about getting in contact with her again? Or are they not going to bother? And Tig, all through this, is documenting this and has her own little side story about the people she meets and who she's out and about with on the beach and what she feels about herself. So there's an awful lot of issue going on about relationships. We've got same-sex relationships. We've got body awareness. We've got diet. We've got the growing pains of being a teenager or a young adult, and we have relationships with, obviously, very much our parents, but our mothers. Then we whoosh back to the timeline, which is Marguerite. So she's the mother of these three now grown-up siblings, and we're interested in what happened to her as she got to the end of her schooling, as she made decisions, as she abandoned these three children, and why, and how dysfunctional her life might have been, and how her dreams for herself may have come crashing down, and what were the factors that led to this. And then we go back again to Iris, and why the grandmother, and how did she come to be living in this situation? How was her relationship with her own daughter, and how did she come to make the decision with her husband to tell the children that the mother was dead? And then we'll see what happens when these siblings work out what they want to do about this mother individually or together, and how they then shift their ways of looking at each other. So it's a very, very accomplished, very sophisticated novel in terms of what the people feel about each other. And we explore these traumas, we explore laying all the blame at the foot of the mother. We blame, expectation, the role of women, what following your dreams means, what can lead you off a prescribed path, and is that better, and how do you turn your life around? Many questions, lots of things to think about, some very gorgeous characters, not all of whom you have to love, but you understand, or you want to understand them all. And that's what I really liked about this novel. I really wanted to know what made them all tick, and I was hooked in by them. So I thought that was bravo. A really nice read, great for book clubs, and well, I hope, you know, that if you pick it up, you get as much pleasure from it as I did. That's it. Please like and subscribe. And if you have anything to say to me about that novel or any books you've read, please do in the comment section below. And that's it for now. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.